ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। Hari Om, a warm welcome. Today we are going to start Sundarakanda, a very beautiful kanda. The Nama Sankirtanam which we chant, I will change the tune. Just like that, it will be a nice tune. It is a nice tune. It was very beautifully sung by our Puja Guruji, Param Puja Swami Tejomananji. He sings so beautifully. We will take that tune today. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Jai Jai Ram Om. Jai Jai Ram Om. Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai. Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai. उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। श्री राम, श्री राम, श्री राम, श्री राम। Hari Om, a very, very warm welcome to this series, which is so beautiful. Sundarakand. The title also says Sundarakand. Before we actually enter into the Kanda, I would like to make a few very important points which are extremely wonderful, thought-provoking, and very much important for a seeker to understand this wonderful kanda. In fact, among the entire Ramayana, all the Sapta Kandas, this is the most beautiful, most popular, and most wonderful kanda. The title itself says, isn't it, Sundarakanda? Now see, the earlier kandas what we have seen, they indicate exactly the time frame or the place. The kanda itself indicates. Balakanda, Sri Ramchandraji's childhood days, up till his Vivaha, we saw in Balakanda. Similarly are the titles of the others. Ayodhya Kanda, that which happened in Ayodhya. Aranya Kanda, in Aranya forest. Kishkindha Kanda, at that particular Kishkindha mountain. And then later also you will find Lanka Kanda, what exactly happened in Lanka. And then the Uttara Kanda, post Rama Pattabhishekam, whatever has happened. So these kandas indicate, in fact, a kind of content, in a manner of saying. See, basically all of us know what is there in that kanda, we know. Still, the titles indicate by the very name of it. Sundarakanda does not reveal anything. It neither reveals the place where it happened, nor it reveals the circumstances, etc., nor it reveals the actual story, what has happened, what developed in Sundarakanda. We come to understand all of them only after the kanda is complete. It's a very interesting point. And we have also seen, what is that, Sapta Mokshada Nagari. Each kanda represents one Nagari. And here Sundarakanda relates to Kanchi Nagari. Kanchi is at the state of Tamil Nadu, very close to Chennai, about 40 kilometers from Chennai. And we have the most wonderful Shankaracharya Peetham, Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham. And Sri Vijayendra Saraswati Mahasannidhanam is there. And very recently, Satya Chandrasekharendra Saraswati has taken over as the Uttaradhikari of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham. So Kanchi is very famous. And there are two Kanchis. One is Shiva Kanchi, the another one is Vishnu Kanchi. This is very important for us to know. Why? Because the canto is very interesting. It has some relevance. In the first half of Sundarakanda, we have the Leelas and glories of Sri Hanumanji, who is Rudra Avatara, Shiva Avatara. And the later portion of Sundarakanda brings out the glories of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji, who is none other than Mahavishnu. So, Shiva Kanchi, Vishnu Kanchi, Rudra Avatara, Vishnu Avatara, Hanumanji, Sri Ramchandraji. Alright. And, there are so many people who recite Sundarakanda of Tulsi Ramayan every day. Even today it is happening. If you go to the north and all, you will find many people chanting Sundarakanda of Tulsi Ramayan. See, Tulsi Ramayan Sundarakanda, you can chant continuously. In 45 minutes, you can finish on maximum 1 hour. So, there are so many very, very highly devoted seekers who chant Sundarakandam of Tulsi Ramayan. It is not that easily possible to chant Valmiki Ramayan Sundarakanda. Why? Because Valmiki Ramayan Sundarakanda has got 2885 shlokas. Sundarakand of Valmiki Ramayana. Whereas in Tulsi Ramayana, it is, very short. If I can give you the numerical statistics of that, Valmiki Sundarakanda is 2885 slokas spread out in 68 chapters. Whereas Tulsi Ramayana consists of 3 shlokas, 526 chaupais, 60 dohas, 6 chandas, and I think 1 or 2 sortas. This is the content. When I say 526 chaupais, basically each line is kind of 1 chaupai, it is said. But what we take is one set of chaupais followed by 1 doha is 1 set. If you consider that way, it is about 60 chaupais, 60 dohas, few sortas and few chandas. Alright, approximately. The shlokas are the first few Samskrita shlokas written by Tulsidas only. We had seen this earlier. Every kanda has got a few Samskrita shlokas. Those are all called as shlokas. Like we have, in Bala Kanda, we have about 7 shlokas. Aranya Kanda, we have a few shlokas. Ayodhya Kanda. Aranya Kanda, we have 2 shlokas and 1 sorta. Similarly, in Kishkinda Kanda also, 2 shlokas and 1 sorta. I think Ayodhya Kanda has got 3 shlokas. Alright. And Valmiki Ramayana in particular, we have seen this earlier, is purely a literary presentation, a fantastic presentation of literary beauty. Valmiki Ramayana. Sahitya work. Whereas Tulsi Ramayana is filled with lot of bhaktis. It is not that it has no literary work, it's beautiful. It is no doubt very beautiful, but at the same time, it is so beautifully presented, full of devotion. And one point to reiterate again, Valmiki Ramayana's presentation of Rama is different as a Uttama Purusha, Maryada Purushottam Ram. Whereas Tulsi Ramayana, Rama is Bhagavan only. Please remember this all the time. Okay. And interestingly, you will find there is a difference between Valmiki Ramayana and Tulsi Ramayana in terms of its content also. How? Much of the story of Sundarakand of Tulsi Ramayana actually is pushed to Lanka Kanda in Valmiki Ramayana. Now, here in Tulsi Ramayana, since the Kanda is related to Kanchi Nagari, all that happens here must be presented in Sundarakanda only. And that which happens beyond Lanka Kanda, as soon as he goes to Lanka, there it is Lanka Kanda. Till then it has to be in Sundarakanda. Whereas in Valmiki Ramayana, the moment Hanumanji goes to Lanka, burns Lanka, and then comes back and gives the information to Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji, and Ramchandraji coming up to the seashore, not yet crossed, up to that only is Sundarakanda in Valmiki Ramayana. Whereas in Sundarakanda of Tulsi Ramayana, we have Vibhishana Sharanagati also. Therefore, the content is slightly pushed to Lanka Kanda in Valmiki Ramayana, whereas up to the seashore, Bhagavan reaching up to the seashore, and Vibhishana Sharanagati. That's a very beautiful topic. All that is in Sundarakanda. Now see, Story wise, there is more in Tulsi Ramayan, but number of shlokas are less. In Valmiki Ramayan, the content is less, but number of shlokas are more. These are all some, observations we may say. And why is this Kanda called as Sundarakanda? Kanda in English is canto, for your information. Hope you know. See, there are so many reasons why this section is called as Sundarakanda, beautiful Kanda. Tell me, what is most beautiful for a jiva like you and me? The most beautiful part of our life is when we completely surrender at the feet of Bhagavan. What can be more beautiful than that? Our total surrender. Anyatha sharanam nasti tvameva sharanam mama tasmat karunya bhavena raksha raksha Ramachandra. You not only chant a shloka and surrender, but we also surrender our ego at the feet of the Ram. And tell him, I have no other thing to do just to surrender. Rakshamam, pahimam, trahimam. In fact, one of the commentators says, even to ask Rakshamam, pahimam, trahimam is also bargain. Just surrender, anyatha sharanam nasti. Over. That Sharanagati is the beautiful part of a jiva in his lifetime. And here we find Vibhishana Sharanagati, a very beautiful portion which we will see a little elaborately when we come to that point, is the most wonderful part of a jiva. And Vibhishana Sharanagati is in Sundarakanda, therefore it is Sundaram, is one thought. All his problems, anxieties, everything gets relieved as soon as he comes and falls at the feet of Bhagavan Sri Ramachandraji. Till then, he was so excited, he was so worried, he was full of anxiety, full of suffering, mental torture under the regime of Ravana. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarvapapebhyah mokshayishyami mashuchaha. 66th shloka of the 18th chapter says, Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? Sarvadharman parityajya, give up all other things. Mamekam sharanam vraja, come and surrender totally unto me. Aham sarva papebhyah mokshayishyami, I will relieve you of all your papas also, but completely surrender unto me. This is the most important shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharman paritijya, give up everything. Now, when the jiva is free from all kinds of sins and anxieties and disturbances and problems and whatnot, then what is remaining is absolute joy. What can be more beautiful than a joy which has no dependency? Look at our joy. Our joy is we are dependent upon things and beings. Whereas a joy that has no sorrow, worries, etc., is so beautiful. Isn't it? And that happens here in Sundarakand. Probably that is why the name of Sundara also has come. And to serve Bhagavan directly is the greatest thing that can happen. Is it not? And that Hanumanji finds the way. Hanumanji gets the opportunity to serve Sri Ramachandraji in his fullest sense, in his fullest capacity in Sundarakanda. Yes, he did a few prior to this, and he will also later in Lanka Kanda, etc., all that will happen. But in Sundarakanda, Hanumanji's 123% capacities. I don't know if 123% exists. Full capacity, he serves Bhagavan, and he not only serves Bhagavan, he experiences the joy of serving. How beautiful. And that too, you know what? Requested by Bhagavan himself. On command from Bhagavan to serve him is much more beautiful. We may do so many seva activities, but then we just do it because it is required, somebody tells. Bhagavan himself. What more beautiful it can be. And how blessed can be Hanumanji, isn't it? Most beautiful. Now, we just saw Shivji and Mahavishnu is Rudravatara and Mahavatara, Ramavatara, Hanumanji, Ramchandraji. And interestingly, you will find Shivji worships Ramchandraji and Ramchandraji worships Shivji. Parasparam worshipayantaha, if I may use a coin, if I may coin a word like that. Each one worships the other. Where there is vinamrata in both of them towards the other. How beautiful. In God's itself. We people, out of ahankara, we have no vinamrata. Therefore we fight, we suffer. We are disturbed, agitated. Why? Only because of ahankara. Gods. Look at that. How beautiful. Shiva worshipping Narayana and Narayana worshipping Shiva. Isn't it? So wonderful. Then, first mountain on which Hanumanji lands in Lanka is called as Sundara Parvata. So that is also one extra information we may say, if it has a good significance. The first Parvata on which Hanumanji lands is called as Sundara Parvata. And in Tulsi Ramayan, especially in Ramcharitamanas, the word Sundara appears so many times. Ramchandraji is Sundara, Sitaji is Sundara, Lakshmanji is Sundara, the trees are Sundara, the mountain is Sundara, the streams are Sundara, the rivers are Sundara, the lake is Sundara, the flowers are Sundara, the creepers, everything is Sundara. And this Sundarata is extremely beautifully depicted in this Sundarakanda, which we will see. And the best part, I tell you, which is the most Sundara, if we may ask. Fine, Swamiji, everything is Sundara, beautiful, everything is in our heart, therefore everything is Sundara. But which is the most beautiful of all, according to Tulsi Ramayan, Hanumanji is the most beautiful. In fact, this word Sundara is the right, perfect, appropriate adjective for Hanumanji. Think. Why it is an adjective for Hanumanji? The reason is, everything in Hanumanji is most beautiful. His very life is so beautiful. Is it not? Very many of us, even children, they love Hanumanji so much because of what? His life itself is so inspiring, so motivating. Isn't it? His goal, what is his goal? Seva to Bhagavan. That is the real goal. And that is also so beautiful. What to talk of intelligence? Brilliance. An embodiment of all intelligence put together. His behavior, his conduct. his commitment, his conviction, dedication, devotion, even the way he exhibits through sarcastic ways, even they are so beautiful. Though it may appear sarcastic, even that is so beautiful. Is it not? And his humility, his seva bhava, his sharanagati, his successes, his accomplishments, everything is beautiful. His interactions, that's another very beautiful, we will see. The beautiful way of interactions, the humor, the attractive way he, coins his word, articulates his words. And that seva bhava of his towards Ramchandraji, it melts everybody's heart, including Ramchandraji. That melting, Dravati, it is said. Dravati, it just melts the heart. That is the beauty of a, sevaka. Sevaka should be so completely at the feet of the master that the master's heart must melt. Think. Sevaka's way of, surrender should be, unquestioned, unconditional. And if you see Hanumanji's life, it is unconditional surrender at the feet of Bhagavan. And therefore, the amount of love he has, the amount of surrender bhava, sharanagati bhava he has, is so beautiful, everybody's hearts will melt. And it is said, he is an embodiment of pure love. The purity of love that he has, the intensity of love that he has towards Ramchandraji, the depth of the love along with knowledge. It is not some sentiment, some fanatic. Those and all will never last. Remember, if a relationship does not last, if you find a person not convenient for you, and when your love towards the other person drops, it means your love is not of pure nature. There is dirt in it. There is no unconditional love in it. When there is unconditional love, it is complete in its nature. Unconditional love in its nature. That is what Hanumanji had towards Ramchandraji. And you can take all the words available in thesaurus related to this, and you will find Hanumanji is an embodiment of each and every word that depicts the quality, the nature of a sevaka. Naturally, it will be so beautiful. Is it not? And even the sevaka also experiences. He not only experiences, he depicts all of them, and at the same time, he demonstrates to you and me what exactly it is, what exactly we should be, how exactly we should be. Think. And he also depicts it. He's a... there is a very beautiful, what is it? Navarasa Nayaka, it is said. He exhibits in all the forms of rasa. Alright, Navarasa it is said. I think we have discussed it earlier once. Then, we should have this in mind. Though Hanumanji is depicted with fantastic physical structure, very powerful, Very beautiful structure. In your modern terminology, which is nothing actually. Six pack and things like that they say. Those are all petty. Hanumanji's physical structure is so attractive, so powerful, compelling structure. But even though we may get attracted to some physical beauty, that physical beauty is never permanent. Think. Over a period of time, slowly, it will just drop all its beauty, skins will wrinkle, so many wrinkles will be there. Is it not? Physical beauty, as you grow older and older, all those beauty will go away. Then what is the real beauty? The real beauty is love at the emotional mind and integrity at the intellectual level, and together surrender at the feet of the Lord. This is the real beauty. This is the real Sundarata. And you will find Hanumanji is very beautiful physically. So much of love towards Ramchandraji, Lakshmanji, Sitaji, and even Bharata Shatrughanji. Towards all of them, so much of love, unconditional love, total surrender. Think. That was Hanumanji. He is an embodiment. He is a role model. He is the example. Think. In fact, Hanumanji is one character in all our Puranas, we may say. The one who has no flaw at all. Not even from his side, nobody can find a flaw in the entire universe. They cannot show one finger and show a flaw in Hanumanji. That was his character. Therefore, his inner beauty glows. Think. So his brilliance is not only at the physical level, even at the inner beauty, at the internal level. Absolute. And therefore, Dravit karne wala, that is what I was searching for the word. Dravit karne wala, it is said. Meaning, the one who melts everybody's heart by his behavior, by his conduct. And the values which he lived, values that he has depicted, values that he has actually lived, shown to you and me what is a value system. Another interesting point. It is in this Kanda where Ramchandraji and others come to know where exactly Sitaji is. Very important. Sitaji is kidnapped by Ravana, but nobody knows where he is gone. Where he has gone. It was only directed towards the south. He can go anywhere after that, isn't it? But in this Kanda, he comes to know that he is taken towards the south. Right? So, another very important point. And because of which, all of them, there is a solace. Okay, now this is where she has been taken. One direction, one clue is got. Therefore, Ramchandraji is also a little convinced. Others are also convinced. At the same time, Sitaji is also convinced. What? Ramchandraji is coming. She gets to know through Hanumanji. What? Ramchandraji has come to know. He is coming. Don't worry. Hanumanji tells Sitaji. Again, to make a few more points on why it is called Sundarakanda, unlike the other Kandas. There are a lot of things actually. We will enjoy Why you skip all those, isn't it? In Balakanda, the entire Kanda is so beautiful. There is joy everywhere. Ramchandraji was born. Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna were born. And they were given Gurukula. Vidya was given. Then they get married also. So there is only happiness all through Balakanda. Right? In Ayodhya Khanda, suddenly there is one shift. What is that? There is separation. And there is sorrow. Then when you come to Aranya Kanda, you found there is deep sorrow, but some flashes of, in a manner of joy, we may say, whenever there are satsangs. When Ramchandraji goes into satsang, then he found there is so much of joy. Again, mind turns. Where does the mind turn? Mind again turns towards Sita ji. The moment the mind turns towards Sita ji, again he is very sad. So Aranya Kanda also is full of sorrow. Kishkindha Kanda, where there is a little bit of fight with Vali, there is sorrow, there is weeping, suffering, no trace of Sita ji. So there also there is sorrow. And it is in this Sundarakanda that Bhagavan comes to know where Sita ji is. Sita ji comes to know where Bhagavan is. Therefore, Ramchandra ji is happy, Sita ji is also happy. Hanuman ji, he is also happy. How? Point number one, he meets Sita ji. He meets Mata Sita ji. And he also shows Ravana what is the power of a Duta. Which when he comes and tells Ramchandra ji is also very happy. Think. And now when Hanumanji leaves to Lanka, all the Vanara Sena in the seashore, they were all worried. When will he come? Will he come? What will happen? How long will we be here? Are we going to die here itself? So many confusions, so many worries and weeping, all that things would be there. When he comes back, entire Vanara Sena is delighted. Now see, Ramchandra ji is delighted. Sita ji is delighted. Hanuman ji is delighted. The entire Vanara Sena is delighted. Brothers of Ramchandra ji are delighted. Everybody is happy. After a very long time, all of them experience happiness. And is it not so beautiful? Sundarakanda. Vibhishan ji, at least in Tulsi Ramayan we may say, Vibhishan ji Sharanagati, another devotee who surrenders at the feet of Bhagavan, and from that moment, he is extremely happy. Therefore, Vibhishan ji is also happy. Look at that. All those who are suffering, all of them become happy. And Vanaras were very happy seeing Ramchandra ji, but they became sad not being able to find the location of Sita ji. Vanaras are extremely happy. Everybody becomes happy in this Kanda, in Sundarakanda. And therefore, there is only happiness. And happiness is Sundara. Happiness is beautiful, isn't it? Along with that, we will also see little bit of significance. Sita ji is in Lanka. Hanuman ji, Lakshman ji, Ramchandra ji, all of them, Jambavan ji, all of them are here. Now, Hanuman ji goes to Lanka looking for Sita. Now see, in the Vedantic standpoint, Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji is the Parabrahma Paramatma, the Supreme Lord, the being, Supreme Brahman. Hanuman ji going to Sita ji is like a seeker searching for bhakti to know Bhagavan. When Hanumanji finds Sita ji, even the Lord of Bhakti is happy and the seeker is also happy gaining the bhakti towards Bhagavan. Here, Hanumanji is a seeker, Sita ji is the bhakti. Then, now if you take if you look at it differently, Sita ji is Maya and Jiva. She represents Jiva. Now see, when the Jiva, for a fraction of a second, for the petty, paltry pleasure, worldly pleasure, Jiva turns away from Bhagavan and see the amount of pain and suffering. Think. In our case, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jathare Shayanam. Is it not? We are also suffering. We may go, oh, I am very happy, all that we may say. But then, when we are Vimukha to Bhagavan, then there is always pain and suffering waiting for us. Look at Sita ji. As a Jiva, she left the thought of Rama and turned towards that deer. Look at the amount of pain she had to undergo. Think. Then, once that is understood, now she is a very deep seeker of the Lord. She wants nothing but Lord. And when the seeker has completely surrendered and, nothing else I want only the Lord. At that time, to that seeker, genuine seeker, not dramavali seeker, not that way. The one who, creates as though he is a great bhakta devotee, whatnot, and then Rudraksha, and then, those are all drama seekers. We are not talking of drama seekers. That seeker, when she has completely fixed her mind only in the Lord, then the Guru will come. And here, Hanumanji takes the role of a Guru to take the seeker towards the Lord. In fact, the Guru's capacity is such that he brings the Lord to the seeker. He does take the Lord takes the seeker to the Lord is one thing, but the Guru is that capable who will bring the Lord himself to the seeker. If the seeker's search is very true, is genuine, complete. Look at that. Hanumanji becomes the Guru Tattva. Sita ji becomes the Bhakta, Jignasu. And Bhagavan is Bhagavan, of course. And Lakshman ji has always to be with knowledge. Lakshmana depicts Vairagyam. Knowledge and Vairagyam must never separate from each other. And Lakshman ji never separated from the Lord till the end. Think. So much. And Jiva, until it reaches Bhagavan, so much of difficulty, so much of pain, so much of horror. But in spite of all that, she committed herself for the sake of gaining Rama alone. She stayed put, steadfast. Think. And the seeker, he need not go in search of the Guru. Guru will come. And he will also bring Bhagavan towards the seeker. That is a power of a sincere seeker also here. The power of the seeker is also depicted. The power of the Guru is pointed out. The power of Vairagya is pointed out. And what to talk of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji? He is one who melts for the sake of love of his bhaktas. Everything. Think. Therefore, Hanumanji plays a pivotal role in this kanda to bring the seeker and Bhagavan together. So wonderful, so wonderful. And Hanumanji, Shiva Rupa, isn't it? Shiva Avatara. He is Guru Rupa. Vande Bodhamayam Nityam Shivam Shankara Rupinam. Isn't it? We saw in the Mangala Sloka. Shiva is Guru only. Dakshinamurti is Shiva, Guru Rupa. And therefore, this Hanumanji, Guru Rupa, comes and saves. So, Parabrahma Paramatma is the ultimate. Sita ji, when she is a seeker, Hanumanji becomes the Guru. When Hanumanji is a seeker, then Sita ji becomes the Bhakti, devotion. And without devotion, a seeker cannot reach Bhagavan. Think. A seeker should never think, I am very rational, I am very intellectual, I am all that emotions and no, I can't. No. Without bhakti, knowledge is dry. Without knowledge, bhakti is only emotional outburst, sentimental outburst. Bhakti and knowledge put together is the ultimate goal of a seeker. Think. There is so much to learn in Sundarakanda, so much to learn. As I said, like in other cantos, Sundarakanda also has got 3 very beautiful Mangala Shloka. We will take up this first shloka in tomorrow's session. And tomorrow, the first shloka itself is a very mind-boggling shloka, where Tulsi Dasji very beautifully presents what is that supreme Brahma Tattva, what is Ishvara Tattva, what is Avatara Tattva, and who is Rama. All the 4 very beautifully depicts in the very first shloka of Sundarakanda. The first 3 shlokas itself are so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. We will see tomorrow. Alright? सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।